Yeah, they're saying 15 minutes. Let's keep an eye if they're starting, but I think there is going to be a break of 15 minutes. We can chat a little bit. I can reply to Denis, who has on Discord informed me that since Stark was best played Stark was 16th and 29th, that maybe Greywind isn't broken after all.
But nobody played it.
Greywind is
So
completely
much,
and
like-
utterly broken, or at least the combination with the plot that you can always get him into play on demand. You don't even have to put Greywind in the deck. You just do one. It can be your 60th card, and it comes in with the plot.
Would you like some cheese with that wine, Miha?
Can I just say that Stark with double bearing would have won against and rationing against all top 6 decks? Like
Yeah, I picked the wrong deck.
What? Huh?
I don't think you just win with the. I don't know. I don't think bearing does that.
Double bearing would stop all of this nonsense. Like
I mean,
also my deck.
Double bearing stops some things, but that's 2 rounds. But also, if you have double bearing, that's 2 plots that will not do anything in some games, right? And just
just against the decks that win everything right now. Like you don't.
Yeah,
have
but
to,
I mean,
Whitebook
it
needs...
would be dead basically for most of the summer matchups. It would be dead against the other one that I played.
Yeah, but you're good against them anyway, right? Like against some matchup, you're still Stark. Like you like all the non-shenanigan decks, you can just have like Renown and be happy. Like most of the time. I don't know. I
don't know.
prepared for lots.
I tried with
not
bearing, but honestly, it wasn't great value. It was 1 round where you hold over, and then maybe if you haven't done. But then also, if there's a bearing round, they can just marshal stuff, and I don't know, half the time.
That's the thing. Like, I mean,
good as well.
Yeah, but Tyrell loses a lot. Like Whitebook loses a lot. Like the shadow, with the shadow, you don't do it turn 1, but like afterwards. The shadow dudes that search for attachments don't come in. Greyjoy gets completely stopped. Like I prepared for bearing. I actually put in characters I can play on the board, so I'm not getting bearing. But I don't know. I think it would have been great against so much that is like here, but nobody played it, so I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't think bearing is that like even against Whitebook. If you play against Stark, you can just open with Whitebook. Maiden, and then if you didn't get White Swords with bearing, it's
yeah, but bearing,
not great.
Yeah, but bearing and rationing stops like 3 turns for Whitebook. Whatever they want to do.
But then you just run Carhold and then Whitebook can't win anyway.
Then
but like that's the thing. Bearing is also winter anyway, so you do that as well. So I don't know.
Yeah, but then you're not playing the Stark fealty, like the classic Rob Stark, because that's not gonna work out with the cost. With having
you can't have
back gold plots.
Yeah, you can't just play Winter Festival and have 7 characters on the board. Yeah, like that is. Yeah, but I think it would have. I nearly played it because I thought, but like I think there was a lot of jumper decks, except Power of Summer doesn't do a lot of jumping, but the rest had everything that wants to get in cheated in some way or form.
Yeah, so what are we restricting next time?
Superduck?
I saw the lack of intrigue icons in his deck. Like I think everything, anything that can like hit hard on intrigue should win against it, but I don't think he has Septons in the deck from what I see. But it was just I play the King's Guards with Renown and do challenges, and if you can't stop it twice, you lose. Because I have money and you don't. I think that's like how it goes, because it's like I don't think the intrigue icons got somehow replaced. Like I think I saw the other Jamie, like I saw the better Jamie, the counter jumper Jamie, but I think with putting the new one in, you just focus more on military and power and just get renown and still do a tourney with 5 knights and just win it because you got more renown on better characters.
Yeah. But by the way, I think actually so the other Chinese player that played Stark Fealty, he lost to Tyrell Assault from the Shadows, and he, I think, played I think either one or actually even 2 bearings, and I don't know.
Yeah, you probably
He
just
played
played a
one for
board and
sure.
put things in shadows that aren't characters because Assault
Yeah,
is versatile like
Yeah.
that. So you're still
because the
standing
problem
the
is
Knight of Flowers.
if you're playing the Winter Fealty Stark, it's not going to be super fast. It's going to be a bit more grindy and a bit more like
It tends to be the more aggro version
yeah,
of
like
Dark
that.
Fealty. Yeah,
Like
which is what
borderline
I play.
attrition, but not really. So I think I don't think it's a good solution, in my opinion at least. I don't know. I think the better one would be the army. I mean, the army that's not army, Last Card Scouts. But even
I
then,
run both, to be honest. If I'm playing that kind of deck, I play Last House Scouts and Barring. So
yeah, if you have, yeah, but it's not.
I mean, you still lose.
Yeah, I was trying to play the Winter Fealty, and it was losing more than it was the normal Fealty, so I switched to the normal version, and yeah, it didn't quite work out. But I also just threw away one game with playing incredibly stupid, so there you go.
Yeah, it's okay. I threw away 4 games by playing Greyjoy Sea of Blood. So
Well,
That's
apparently
good
in
sometimes.
the 6th round, the key round against Martel Hollow Hill, I played when time expired. That round was First Snow by Martel, and I played Imri. I had Grand Melee, and I thought I'd just trigger Imri in marshalling to kneel everything so that nothing is standing and the round will just fizzle because I was ahead, and I used him to kneel, I think, Citadel Archivist and Shadow City Bastard, which were going back to hand anyway. And even when they went back to hand and when the guy was re-marshaled, I was kind of surprised because I checked the hand with Red Priest and I thought, okay, when was this guy drawn? I didn't see him. 2 hours after the game, I read somewhere that I was being stupid, and I never clicked that it was First Snow even during the game. It made no difference.
I didn't bring it up because I thought surely when all the characters that he knelt went to hand, he realized,
no,
that was stupid.
I had
No,
a better
man,
play,
not.
but the game was won anyway. I mean, he couldn't come back from 10-5 down, regardless of what happened, really. Even if I didn't have Saving the Kingdom and then a power challenge went through, it would have been something like 10-9 with unopposed power and dominance, or 9-8. And just it wasn't on. The comeback wasn't on.
Hello.
Hello.
Who is joining us? Ooh,
Molo, this is Rupert.
Rupert joining us. Hello.
Someone that has better insight on the deck.
Yep, well, yeah, I've watched him play it a lot. I played against him in practice a lot, so I kind of know the deck somewhat well. We'll see. If you hear any baby crying in the background, that's I've got the baby with me today. I had all morning, all of yesterday off, so
that's okay.
But he isn't too loud. Alright, a good setup there.
Sorry,
will it be Selmy?
I failed to join the game, so here we are. This is
it will
the
be
setup.
Selmy.
Well, he's never
Probably
not had
Selmy.
Selmy, right?
It will be Selmy. There has to be Selmy. It's always Selmy.
That's the 5.
It's always Selmy.
It's always only not
No,
Selmy.
it is Selmy.
Yes, of course it is.
It's always Selmy.
It's not Selmy if there is High Tower, because then it's Knight of Flowers and you get 1 card and 1 gold.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay.
Draw is set up.
Here we go.
We'll see here what we get, because obviously Queen of Thorns could put a big card like into play. Like I know he sometimes puts the Arbor in there and brings that out. Helps that up. Could of course get Virus in there as well.
Yeah, although this one a little more dangerous because there is Nightmares. Then 1 round and Varys doesn't trigger, you're he's in play
Yeah.
then, and it kind of maybe
Also, there's
stuck.
king in the north for sure. Like Superduck has king in the north, so that also
Yeah.
here's one round.
Yeah, and he has both. Okay, he didn't set up econ. That's good news, but he has both the draw locations. So
Yeah, I know.
If you say Redwind like he didn't set up econ with Redwind Strange, like that's still like a bit. It's still better econ than most other factions have.
Yeah, no.
It's plus one.
When I played Superduck in this tournament, he set up he got Old Town, Hollow Hill, and Arbor down on setup, and I was like, all right, I know how this game's gonna go.
yeah, I mean
And it
he's
went the
not
way you
running
thought it
out
would.
of cards. That's the thing. You can reset him, but they will draw 2 in dominance and after, and yeah, they'll keep coming back. So
Yeah, you kind of don't want to play Varus until both white swords are gone.
Yeah, I think you will not do white swords next plot.
Or you get the Shadow Varus that kills
Ooh.
Barristan.
here
Hello,
we go.
Robert Strong.
Robert Strong, yeah.
And Rip.
Well,
So this is probably going to be Valar Morghulis then, by the way.
yeah, I mean Superduck doesn't have a.
He's
He's
got
played
no
bounty
way.
here. He doesn't have an econ to just read
Yeah,
Marshall
so
when stuff gets killed.
So he's
The
going to
one
play
thing that
Return to the Fields, but
Yeah.
probably into it. I'm guessing right now. His board state.
Would
Yeah.
you do it now? That's the thing. Like, if you return to the fields. Because this looks like a very good Morghulis if there's no High Tower Knight.
yeah, I think sometimes he does that. He plays High Tower Knight in standing to get the Barristan save as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still lose Barristan and the Knight, so.
I mean, yeah, but if you still do. No, if you do return to the fields, then you can't do it.
Well, you can get rid of 2.
Yeah, but you cannot save Marjorie with Selmy and return to the field sim.
Yeah, you can return to the fields the other 2 and draw 2 cards, so still alright value. But the more thing is, you more need the econ then. If you find a dupe, you can play white swords and just put the dupe in.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but then both white swords are gone.
Yeah,
so the most things that survive is kneeling Selmy, having white swords, having another Selmy, duping Selmy, standing him, and saving Marjorie. If there's Morghulis.
yes.
But then you're just trading out High Tower Knight for Marjorie, which I mean, maybe it's worth it because queens
that's
are really
for sure
important,
worth it.
but it's still a big hit. Okay.
I mean, you keep Selmy, he's standing, and you have Marjorie and Morghulis is out. No, you would 100% take the trade for High Tower Knight and Robert Strong.
That's if you have white swords and another Selmy.
And another Selmy and High Tower.
Yeah, you can find another.
You can search one. If you have one, you could search for the other. Like, but the thing is, if it gets predicted, you don't have white swords anymore. But then you have return to the fields.
My book decks always have two King's Guards in hand, so I've never seen a white swords get triggered and not have a King's Guard come into play.
I had many games where I had to start with Maiden because I didn't see King's Guards for 3 turns, but I also won these games still, so he's on the King's Guard.
Okay, so Oltan will be going, right? To bring in.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
You should have 1 King's Road, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's good value. But Oltan was draw, so you still have Hollow Hill. If he doesn't forget. Yeah,
nah,
he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, but when stuff is resolving, like the Oltan Undercity resolving, you could
Marjorie.
Okay.
There's and there's no.
Is he trying to force an early Morghulis?
If there's no High Tower Knight, you do Morghulis anyway, right? Marjorie's dead.
Yeah, but then you play return.
Mm.
Return, sack everything.
But you're still losing all of your cards on the board in
But
any
Marjorie comes
scenario.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marjorie
Sure.
comes back, but you don't have like this is now a normal
I mean,
deck
he now
with
has-
one
Yeah,
King's Road.
yeah, it's Return to the Fields. Yeah.
Yeah, but like you have a King's Road and no econ, so
Yeah.
best case you set up Marjorie and Arbor, and that's all
Yeah,
you do.
you're fine though, right? And then you white swords for Barristan again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True,
if
but
you
But
if
he
you're
still
not
has
too far behind, then.
Harris. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
After-
you will
after the-
because Tyrell doesn't have massive like he doesn't have massive gold and he doesn't have
I think
right now massive power gain options, so you're not
I
gonna be
think
that far
Superducks
behind.
should set up Arbor and econ and not play a character.
If he has armor, definitely just set it up. You're right.
Like I think you just set up your econ and you're happy.
He
and
could
that's
play
it.
bounty and have more than 10 gold.
Yeah, if he has bounty, then maybe you can set up 2.
This guy. Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's really good. That's good.
That's still.
And then he white swords next round for Barristan.
Is
Yeah,
there
is
March
there,
to
is
the
there
wall?
March?
I don't think so.
I don't think there's March now.
You're not winning on.
There's
Oh,
milk.
that's- yeah, I guess. Okay.
It's not the worst thing.
Yeah, especially because he has sweet sleeps.
I
Yeah.
mean, 1 is gone already, and I think he only plays 2. Because he also plays Nightmares, Milk. And the other deck played Lay Waste. But I don't think Superduck plays Lay Waste. Do you attack? Oh. Okay. That makes sense.
I think you just do
That's good.
military right to force him off the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do actually.
Yeah, you do military for the unopposed.
By the way, shouldn't the time limit be more than 55 minutes?
Not sure.
No, I don't think so.
Normally in a Worlds final you get like 2 hours.
To be fair, I don't think it will go to
Yeah,
time.
well, no, but yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything in the announcements that the time limit has changed.
I know in the in-person Worlds it was 2 hours. Can't choose himself, right? No. Guile, maybe?
Oh yeah, you would want that for sure, right?
No Guile.
Oh,
Poison coin.
yep.
Okay.
That makes sense.
These random poisoned coins with these challenges that
He
are
only
not
has
worth
one.
much. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Well. Ooh, and he
Barristan's coming back
missed
next
the hollow
round,
hill
so-
trigger. He missed one. He's over reserve, but still.
Yeah, maybe he didn't like. Sometimes you don't want to do that.
It's
I was
very
told that
rarely.
you
I mean, you
always
not
always
able to
do it
do.
because you just throw a
Mm.
Kingsguard in the discard pile.
Yeah.
You have only 1 white swords now, and you won't sell me, so there's no reason to do that.
Yeah, I mean, if he
Unless
has
it's
the
another
best
tell me, and then
8
you just have to draw
cards
him.
or the best 7 cards that he has in his
Yeah.
deck in hand, otherwise you do draw. But yeah, sure. I mean, it's not going to cost him since he's over reserve, probably. Maybe he's doing so well that he didn't think he needed it. Forgot for that reason. That would be a good sign for him.
Can you? No, you can't play a sell me with the money you have right now and
You
white
could.
sword.
Bounty.
Yeah, with bounty you can. Yes, with bounty you always can, but even
Getting rid of
Okay,
the
yeah.
high tower because he's never gonna have the money to play it now.
yeah. So,
Here comes Baza.
but yeah, the thing is now Varys and Dohaeris hit hard now. Like your reset counter is gone. I don't know what the reset is for White Book. I think it's also Dohaeris. So you have Dohaeris, another Dohaeris, and 1 Varys could just also clear the board.
All 3
Is this a
copies
random
of...
card on top of the deck, or
Yeah, I think it
was it
is.
set up?
It's random.
There was
So
a
you triggered the
no
Undercity.
Undercity trigger, so this is in the marshalling phase though, so
Yeah.
he's drawn since
Okay.
then.
Knight of Flowers maybe in Shadows, if he's keeping 5.
I mean, he basically has 7 with
Um,
the Septon, so could be still a
Yeah.
Varys. Dupe helps though.
Yeah. Can it still be? No. Okay, Queen of Thorns is dead.
Yeah.
There we are. That's a key card.
Okay, that is Begging
That's
Brothers
probably
helps.
Surprised he
Yeah.
didn't spend all of it.
Must have
One for Nightmares, maybe?
Nightmares, yeah, must
Yeah, Varys, Nightmares, and
be. Just keep it just in case.
Yeah, although, I mean, Nightmares, you may as well then put 1 more gold on Begging Brother. This is going to cancel the same trigger that Nightmares would
Yeah.
have blanked, possibly.
Yep.
yeah, but you want the Nightmares if there's a Nightmares from the other side.
That's true.
I don't think Henry's running it.
He has a Nightmares.
He has a Nightmare.
one.
He Nightmares last game. He Nightmared.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he did,
Selby.
yeah. Yeah, he did, yeah. I'm talking out my
the
ass.
others, yeah, the talk Selby, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You have to kill
Sparrow's
Sparrows,
done.
right?
Yep.
Now is
I
he
think
going
he
to
might use
try
the
to
Knight of Flowers
cancel-
here. And
Yeah,
What, just
Here's
force the Begging Brother triggers?
is he going to cancel the Skimming Septon if he tries to trigger?
Yeah, so
Well,
that's
they-
1. And then
Ooh, win by 5.
maybe bring the Knight of Flowers in with a Guile. And then
no, I think you want to
block.
win military. You want to win military here.
What's
Yeah.
if they dupe?
Wait,
'Cause you-
that's
He won't
Done
go with the
already.
Duke because he's too afraid of Varys. I think he
Oh, did no cancel? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, military is coming back the other way, that's the thing. And you'd have to kill the knight in
Okay.
that case.
I mean, you kill Hightower,
Player,
I
so-
think.
no.
Oh, he
military
was
coming
first
back.
player, yeah, sorry. He passed immediately.
Yeah.
So what's the 7 gold for?
Varys.
I mean, it's Varys and Nightmare, so you Nightmare Begging Brother.
I thought that he doesn't run nightmares then.
But
Maybe there's milk from shadows.
He does have Nightmares.
he has Nightmares, yes. But like, it has to be like Nightmares on Begging Brother, Varys, and Superduck doesn't have
Nightmares.
Nightmares.
Which he might
It
because
won't go-
he
yes.
kept the gold.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Drawing. Okay.
So just digging for cards.
Shouldn't you?
Wait, you could use this. I mean, it gets cancelled, but it forces some cancels to be spent.
I mean,
Yeah.
you stand the Knight and or the Begging Brother, so you don't want that.
He literally just did it for the draw.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dominance.
So I guess
gold.
something's coming now as well for the same reason, right? Although he
Yeah.
has 6 cards.
I mean, do you have a? No, you don't have. Sparrows don't work.
No, they don't have anywhere to put it.
You would need King's Gate and Sparrows.
Does he have the stranger in the deck?
Ooh,
no,
that
no
was
stranger.
more.
No stranger.
You play 1 King's Gate out of Shadows with the token, get the trigger, and then Sparrows. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That is a choice.
Hmm.
It's too late.
So,
I think it's
to be
too
king in
late.
the north next round?
Probably, but that stops.
Begging Brother, but
Yeah, but
It also
Begging
stops
Brothers.
everything else.
Marjorie's still in
Um,
hand, I think.
But you're not getting that much with a king in the north round.
No.
because you either have to stay with everything you have on the board right now to not run into the Harris.
Does
Eh.
Superduck have Late Summer's Feast or High Econ
Nope,
Blood?
I don't know. He doesn't. Normally, he doesn't play
No,
it.
so his plots, he spent the 2 white swords and returned, so the rest of the plots should be King in the North, Tourney, then he has
Maiden. He has Maiden.
the Maiden, and the last one I'm pretty sure we saw in the previous
Super
game.
Palace?
Not in my deck. I would have played Palace, but I don't think he plays Palace.
The Harris, right?
There goes
Has to be the
Varys.
Harris.
Oh, he has to have a
Yeah.
reset. Yeah, the reset should be to Harris still.
Although we didn't actually see it last round, I think we were guessing that it was to
I
Harris.
haven't seen him play Doharis.
Varys goes
We've
for
just lost
reserve.
Varys, yeah.
Okay, I mean this one will never happen. So, or there's a second one already in chat.
No, he runs 2 of the 6 cost and 1 of the 4 cost.
Okay.
Unless he changed just before the tournament.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. You
So
want
bring something
Queen
back.
of Thorns back.
yeah, Queen of Thorns back. There's a Maiden.
I mean, he
yeah.
has a lot of econ now, plus the draw locations. But he's going to have to play on the board to turn this game around, because killing stuff
Yep.
off
I
isn't
think he
happening.
has to stall. I think if you just stall with that's bad. If you stall with Sparrows and force like double to Hyris, like if both the Hyrises have to be played, I think you're in a good position with Sparrows.
But he only has 1 Sparrow left.
Yeah, but if you have the attachment, you
doesn't-
can just
Yeah, you can re-trigger the same one.
yeah.
And also he has the 7 plot with the warriors, so he can at least grab some power back, maybe.
Yeah. I think if you can stall, you have a chance.
Yeah,
If
the
you
Begging
get-
Brother is the largest problem.
Yeah, that's true.
It needs milking.
I think 1 milk is
He's
already
definitely
gone,
sitting
right?
on a Nightmares, by the way. Superduck is he's saved to gold
Yeah.
again. I think there's only reason he would. I don't think if he has any other one cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe only a hand's judgment, possibly.
No. However this round goes decides if Superduck plays King in the North against Doharis, or if you can play Tourney through Doharis anyway. Oh. On Begging
what?
Brother?
Barristan.
On Barristan.
Okay.
Apparently
So,
we
to the
have
pose, no run on.
interesting accents today in commentary.
What do we mean?
I feel offended.
Well, up to 7. Can push power through as well. And does Marjorie do anything? Not yet. Or does she? She does.
Yeah.
Oh.
But not putting Barristan into this one.
No, because we have enough gold to bring out a Knight of Flowers or something.
Oh, he's Night
the
Best anyway, so he doesn't have Renown.
Yeah.
I think he needs to run first snow here. I think Rightwaydown runs first snow winter.
Get rid of the
Does
Begging
that
Brother.
yeah, but like I think first snow loses against Tourney right now.
Yeah, he will need to stall because you're right. He's pretty close to just winning.
Yeah. Like the Hightower Knights don't go. Like you just need basically with 2 King's cards you win with Tourney. So you have to. Right? I'm correct, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. We want a guile, otherwise you lose the challenge.
What's a bug?
Defenders haven't been declared yet. Yeah. It maybe thinks, how is he defending when... Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's wondering how the Knight of Flowers is defending, considering he dragged the Septon in.
Yeah.
But obviously that's pre-defenders.
No, I think he's wondering why she's at 5 strength.
Oh.
Well,
No, I
to the
mean, she's not
nightmares.
loyal and there's still one defender.
Yeah.
That's going to cause the guy to fall off.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
really bad for Henry here.
Oh, Nightmares kills Guile.
Yeah, because he's no longer printed shadow.
That is not bad.
Well, now there isn't going to be power to steal on the tourney if it's tourney.
I think
Although
you have
then,
to play the
yeah.
Hyris now.
If you want to trigger Old Town, there might be power actually, so you're in a bad spot either way.
So he's going to draw whatever he put on top anyway. So the next card under is going to be blind because the ghost makes him draw.
3 more plots. I mean, Superduck's not going to be forced to do Harris himself in this game.
No.
Although he might want to waste it. It's a bit risky. You might want to play your Harris into the opponent's Harris. But it's risky if you miss, then you get 2 back-to-back. Although still, I mean, with that Hollow Hill triggering every round, it's never running out of cards.
Do we have something that can force the last trigger on the Begging Brother? No.
Not yet. Last of the Giants? No.
I mean, there has to be the Hyris now, or it's GG, right?
Yeah.
So do you play tourney? Because there isn't going to be another reset, so you don't necessarily need to win.
You don't. No. You play now King in the North. For sure. If it's you can't with a Valator Hyris, you cannot win with tourney right now, except you have.
Yeah, but you don't need to win, right? You get to 13 and there isn't another Harris to get rid of your power. You just play on from there.
Yeah, but then, but if there's a Varus trigger or something, then you have a problem. If you play tourney now.
Yeah, that's true.
You should win before dominance phase with tourney for sure. And if Marjorie is gone, your King's Guards don't stand. You have 5 gold. You keep. Oh, he still plays political.
Okay,
yeah,
so I think we've seen all the plots, and then he does not have the Harris. That's the only explanation.
He doesn't have a reset.
Yeah, Lynn's deck was the same way, I think.
Really,
right.
was it? Okay. Lynn's
he had
deck
no
played
reset.
Brand the
one of his
Builder. Lynn's deck played Brand the Builder and I think played Summer Feast.
Poof.
But no return to the field.
That's pretty brave, playing without a reset.
Oh, is that just no reset? Okay, yeah, I mean, then that like... So you just say I'm stronger and that's it. Like, nothing.
So I was correct in saying that they're not playing resets, right?
You were, yes.
That is interesting.
And he
The
never
little victories.
revealed the last plot then, so that we couldn't be exactly sure.
Oof.
50 spectators in the game, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the record. Hopefully,
so sad with no reset. My deck was even strong against both of them.
Some are watching the stream as well. 15, not the best we've ever had, but decent number. So that means 30 and King in the North still left.
He doesn't have gold to put down. Not at Flowers.
Well, how many bounties are gone?
Marjorie?
Just the one.
But just one on both sides.
How are you up? You get 3 gold. You can be on 9. Yeah, on 9. Oh, no, he's dead. On 9 you can play Marjorie and Buff Boy.
Buff boy.
Oh,
He
okay.
just plays
Oh.
the arbor. Okay.
So he's not
Okay.
going to do huge damage this round, but he's set up for a tourney maybe. Does he leave tourney for the 7th plot? If he doesn't win on round 7,
I mean,
that's
Turney
probably...
doesn't help you without Marjorie. Like Selmy has Renown anyway. Like Turney gives you 1 power more with Hedge Knight. That's all it does right now.
I would probably play it next round just so it's not pinned in case we go that far.
But then King in the North is pinned, and that's a good plot against the trigger heavy deck.
True.
I mean, I
That is
don't think he
true.
has to win with Turney. He just has to survive.
Yeah, but if you get past round 7, then
Mhm.
resets come back.
Oh, that is milk.
Not a bad milk. It's going to
Not
have
on
renown
begging
on
brawl,
tourney, but okay.
He's just trying to slow him down as much as he
Yeah.
can.
And somehow has the card advantage now. Getting rid of Old Town, and it's only Hollow Hill. But on the other side we have Undercity. Well, Undercity and Arbor, I mean, it's good enough.
I mean, you have no tricks as White Book now, so I think Knight of Flowers can win most of the challenges, maybe?
He'd need a guile.
No, there will be no guy. Like, he doesn't play 3, right? 2 under this card.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe there are 3, but like 2 are.
No,
I doubt he
I'd say
plays
2.
3.
Also, we have the same thing with like all 3 are tokens, so. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. No way to blank the begging bro, though.
But it gets the Big Brother's coin, like gold off him, and that means that
And then he plays another one.
I think he King of the North's here, right?
Yeah, I also think
I don't think he wants to trap King of the, like, I think that, yeah, there's not a lot of knights on the board right now.
It's hard to say.
So we trigger Queen of Thorns, gets cancelled, then we trigger a Septon to get enough gold to bring something in to stand the Knight of Flowers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna be able to win the military.
No, but he probably is just. Yeah, well,
Still stalling, right? Oh, okay. Oh, pinch. But that shouldn't be in the. No, pinch doesn't. Oh, pinch would work, but pinch can't be in shadows, right?
I don't
We
think he
can't-
runs pinch
He
because
doesn't. Oh yes, he
used
changed
poison
poison coin
instead.
for. Yeah, he changed poison coin for pinch. That's what it was.
It can be in shadows.
Oh,
with
maybe
agenda.
no unopposed challenge. No poison coin, okay.
Intrigue unopposed.
Hmm.
That's a good one to get rid of with White Swords Go.
It's a good hit. Yeah, that's a good hit.
Yeah, although
Trigger.
if we get past round 7, then the 2 white swords are coming back as well.
Yeah.
And stuff is
Okay,
alive
the
that is
gods maybe?
compiled.
No?
But against power, okay. I mean, turn is now better. Tourney only wins you if you have Marjorie. And another King's Guard.
I mean, it wins if you just have a couple of knights and you force your opponent to go first.
So
No, because they don't stand. I think you need 2 challenges with King's Guards because if
You'd get that if you're second player.
is it going
because
to
you
be
defend.
first snow now then?
Yeah, but there's still power on. There's still stealth on the power icon. So if you're second, you're still losing power anyway. So, is it first snow? No.
Father, okay.
It's the
Yeah,
warrior,
it is
okay.
king in the north.
So he's
Warrior.
not worried about the turn, he's just going to pin that and just keep this. This is a good plot.
The warrior's pretty good here as well.
But now Superduck also has the econ to support his stuff. What did he get with... he got Bryce with Hollow Hill. Which is another good one, to be fair.
So he's gonna
you
have 10
just
gold.
play Rise and don't lose power challenge and wait it out. Right, I think you just play. Do we know the last plot of the Salt deck?
First snow. I think.
Then the refilled Begging Brother coming in after that.
I mean, it is probably over by then, because
Well-
otherwise you get Mogulist.
I don't know. I
Or-
mean, there's 2 white swords after that. It could not be over. I mean, first now is going to block a lot of tourney. This round, no damage is going to be done. Maybe even Tyrell
And
sword
Bryce.
gets something back. This guy triggers on King in the North if he's knelt.
Yes.
And
But
yeah,
to be fair, probably nothing can come out of Shadow anyway.
I wonder if he suspects first snow or if he knows it's in there. 'Cause this is good against first snow for
Just
sure.
try. Yeah, that's the thing. You just play them. I don't think you do a challenge.
Maybe get Jamie knelt, just in case.
But does Shadow work in King in the North?
You can still bring stuff out. The cards just don't trigger unless it's forced. It's not
I
barring.
think you just don't want to lose power, right? Because Queen of Thorns doesn't win. If
She
you
doesn't
need-
trigger anyway.
Yeah, but you have 8, 10, 15. If you're not doing challenges with, if Superduck doesn't do a challenge, he wins on defense even through stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
And then
about.
stats,
I mean,
so-
if nothing else happens, there could be nightmares on Bryce.
Yeah, he also could have milk in the shadows.
Yeah.
Right?
Nope. Can't. No card is a shadow token.
There's 3 cards with a token.
Wait,
Yeah,
I don't have-
this is difficult to see. I mean, I don't see it either.
Oh, okay, but
It's not
it
properly
shows me
displayed.
no
Yeah.
cards. Like I saw it with 6 cards that there are shadow tokens, but this one doesn't. Okay, weird.
Yeah, there's 3. The 3 on the left have
Do I have to-
tokens, and then the one on the right does not.
My screen doesn't show me that.
Yeah,
no?
mine doesn't either.
Okay. Weird. Profile, card size normal.
Let me know if that works for you. I can't change it in my settings.
I also couldn't change it in my set.
Yeah, for some reason
It-
that
it-
got broken. But you can zoom out in your
It might just
browser.
be a browser issue. Depends what browser you're using.
Chrome.
Yeah, that'll probably.
Nope,
whether
if I zoom out, it also doesn't work.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I can just see the purple edges poking out. So
So Superduck is actually doing challenges. He's going to lose the power on the counter. So he's going to try to get unopposed in the process.
Yeah, Selmy doesn't work as well, so you lose. I mean, if he knows there is first snow, then you just don't care about military claim and Hedge Knight goes.
he probably kills the Begging Brother.
Now does
But
he
Really?
military is
Jamie?
not coming back. Power's coming back, not military. You need to get power off their faction cards, and you're not going to give up a 2-claim power challenge, are you?
That is true, yeah.
Well, does he do intrigue with Jamie? That's getting him renown.
Yeah, for sure, right? You do the
Then just
intrigue
do
with Jamie.
even if you can't do a good power, just do a power to either force a defender or get unopposed. Okay, power
Yeah.
first.
Hedge Knight or
It'll
Begging
be-
Brother.
Jamie.
Oh, Jamie.
That's forcing two defenders.
Yeah.
Now she's not strong enough to win power, right?
Yeah, and there's no 2-claim either.
So both are just stalling at this point.
I think that's the right move. Like Henry
Yeah,
was-
probably. Oh,
Because-
unopposed
Yeah.
intrigue, I guess.
Is she a queen? She's not.
No.
No, I mean she's called the Queen of Thorns, but nope.
Yeah, why isn't she a queen?
Ooh, this was
Because she's not a queen.
this was a good card for the turn into first snow, Knight of Flowers. It's a good point.
But yeah, turn is still very scary because it's still 3 renowns.
Yeah, at the moment it's game over if you can push it through.
No.
Yeah, power claim and 3 renounce, right? With the 3 power icons that survive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're so used to doing military challenges with Tony, you've forgotten that power claim exists.
Yeah, but how can you stop that?
And actually, that King in the North to keep Scheming Septons in play was pretty good. They're not going to jump back now.
Do we have any more diplomats to maybe save the game?
There is not a single diplomat.
I mean,
there's one
one
diplomat
dead.
played. So
There's
yeah.
also
he
right
has 3.
2
so-
cards still in hand.
There's
Which
also the
doesn't
Sparrows.
work because
be-
Jamie exists.
Could be Marjorie in hand. Yeah, Jamie actually
Like
will
I don't-
stop
Triggers
it. yeah.
before it.
Yeah, we'll stop it.
Yeah,
completely.
the diplomat doesn't work. So you have to do something before.
Unless you need to milk him because you can't nightmares him.
Yeah, that is true.
Superduck's just going to go first and try to win.
Yep.
If he stop decked something additional that he can play, that's
If you
good
top
enough, I
deck
think.
Marjorie, then
Yeah.
pretty sure he wins.
An 11 strength power icon for Henry would be great.
Driftwood Cudgel. But I think it's looking good for Superduck even if he can't close, because next round he's just going to White Swords, right? And Banging Brothers is coming back in fully.
Yeah, but if he doesn't close now with the amount of money, there could be like Knight of Flowers can also like do some challenges back with like Shadow Triggers now and standing.
Mhm.
You could no, you can't do Starry Sap. Oh, it's Robert Strong.
Yeah, for sure.
But then
You bring him
he-
out. Well, you don't
Jamie
then it's-
kind of
yeah,
blocks
yeah,
him, right? You have to do a challenge.
Yeah, but then you
first
win on
without-
military. That's the thing.
Challenge first without spending Jamie, and then you bring Robert in, and then you do other challenges.
I mean, you just bring Robert and do military because there's one military icon.
But why not just marshal him then?
That's fair, yeah.
Do we see Sparrow's triggers before?
Is it? No, Hightoner doesn't work. You would have done it before.
Yeah, you would have knelt the Hedge Knight.
And I guess they do power. If it somehow stopped, you bring Robert Strong to stand Jamie.
Do you have 2 Hightower spies? That also works.
No, because they get sacrificed before they trigger.
No, 2. I said 2.
Oh yeah, because he stands right.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. He stopped decked to Hightower Spice.
He had 2 against me. I don't know. Like.
Or Nightmares his own Jamie.
I mean,
not-
it can also just be pinch.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another. Oh, Jamie stands. Okay.
Sparrows. Yeah, you could Sparrows now a little bit. Stops you losing immediately, right? But then there's still intrigue. Oof.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
probably didn't have a way around it, to be honest. So
And I mean, he
Bounty.
thought it different. So there's
Messi had a
another-
milk.
Now I see it again. I mean, there's probably another.
Milk doesn't. Okay, so what we getting with that?
Event.
Oh,
Which event do you want?
we light the way.
We light the way and pray. Is that the goal?
He's just triggered Undercity.
Oh, okay. It's not pray. It's semi-pray.
semi-pray.
Winch.
No.
No, he can't.
No. No. Why did it trigger? It didn't trigger, right?
No.
It didn't trigger.
I
no.
didn't trigger. No.
He can't remove.
She, right?
Yeah.
They.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. They figured out. Okay.
Yeah, at the moment this is game over if this goes through in this way.
Yeah. I mean, with one sparrow. No, you don't have the
Sparrows
money.
cost 2, so
Yeah. And even then, Jamie does intrigue and wins with Renan anyway. So, what card in Shadow costs 1 gold and wins this challenge?
Nothing.
Nothing, no.
Even Varys doesn't help because
So he should have
played.
played Emissary first. And then he'd have been able to remove.
I mean, you
Nightmares
can.
doesn't work.
No.
No, like, yeah.
Because if he played Emissary first. Well, yeah, he wouldn't have got the gold, I guess, right? No,
Yeah.
if he
I
played.
mean, you can stand one and you need to be able to successfully defend. Otherwise, it's 14 and Jamie's still there with his intrigue potential, and still Robert Strong is there. He has 1,000 strength on military, so I mean, you'd have to have really a lot of defense against all of this to stop it.
Yeah.
And you need everything in the process, and then we just go another round.
To be fair, not having a reset is kind of what also won here. Because if you had to reset yourself with White Book, then you would be in a worse state.
Yeah,
That
although
is greed.
if you could take Jamie and Bryce into First Snow, that's not too bad. He marches something
Yeah,
else.
but it wouldn't win here. Like, there would be either no political or like for sure the not having a reset
So
is very big.
Superduck, he's the new online world champion. He extends his lead in the pavilion points, so we're never catching him now. Although Henry honestly is doing pretty well because he got a lot of points for those team events where he plays more than the others. But to be fair, it's not undeserved because he also wins a high percentage. So fair enough.
What a game!
Yeah, good final.
What
honestly.
a run! What a run from both players.
Yeah.
This was okay. In the end, honestly, probably we can look back and say that White Book was in control for most of the game. Wasn't that nervy, I guess, but still a good final, better than what we had last year, I think.
Last year was plot to Hollow Hill had to marshal Mac the Mighty, and that's just all that happened, and then it was game over.
We can say that the Begging Brother did a lot.
Yeah.
That one Begging Brother, and then the Jamie came the round he needed to.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely got it. But
Commiserations, Henry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, you said you'd be out in the Swiss, so you
Yeah,
did well enough to get to the final.
Yeah, both the losses were to Tyrell Whitebook. It's such,
Yeah.
I couldn't compete.
Yeah. But they play with no reset. Like, that's also one big part why, like, there should have been a reset, so they hurt themselves. You stalled very good, but there is none.
No, I noticed that when I played Lynn.
Okay, yeah.
I was expecting the reset, and then it was political, and I was like, that's the wrong reset. I need a proper one.
Yeah, it's basically we are stronger than anything in the game right now, so deal with it.
And without
So
Green
sad.
Apple Knights. Didn't hurt
I
one bit.
played both my games as if they had Valator Harris, so I had.
So
Never.
are we gonna restrict Begging Brothers now, or what?
Well, I don't know what are we doing to Tyrell Whitebook. What's winning the games? Is it Econ or is it something more specific?
It's white. It's the plot white swords. It needs to be plot deck limit 1.
But we can't do that with. I mean, we can't pod it with Whitebook, right? That's just.
Then pod it with Barristan.
Pod it without affection stuff. We could, I guess.
I still would think that a pod, like also for melee, a pod with Knight of Flowers, Boros, and White Swords would be a thing. Like, I think you should pod Knight of Flowers with Boros and then another Kingsguard. Like, I think what the Balon thing did is remove a lot of natural renowns, and the new Kingsguard got that in, but I think like you want Knight of Flowers, Boros, and Plot.
I think if you pod Whitebook, for instance, with Hollow Hill, because that gets so many cards, and they could run out of cards, right, if they didn't have Hollow Hill. They have Old Town, some have High Tower.
Yes, but that doesn't stop what beats you on the board.
And it also punishes every other Whitebook deck that ever gets created after Tyrell Whitebook.
I think
you could pod
other
it with
Whitebook
something
decks
Tyrell,
have
I guess.
cards. Like, I don't think any other White Book deck plays Hollow Hill. Like, the Targaryen one has the Loyal Kingsguard.
Really, yeah.
And
But-
the Baratheon one plays with all the kings to win in turn 2 or lose horribly.
Yeah, Lanny has a lot as well.
Like, there's, like, you have, like, only Tyrell can do it because Marjorie is not loyal.
I mean, you could just run Tommen in Lannister.
Yeah, but, like, you have still other loyal
know.
cards in Lannister.
Yeah,
I
true.
think you still play Darwin as a
Yeah,
knight.
Darwin is so good. It was such a shame to not take Darwin.
Oh, I should have just played against both of them. Just Tyrion, Army, Darwin, just all on the board. And if I knew there was no research.
Yeah, I had a suspicion because I saw it a couple
Yeah.
of games in the casual games, right? And I saw that Return to the Fields.
Yeah.
But I never
Had to-
saw all the plots revealed, and then I was thinking, okay, maybe this is instead of the reset, but you never know because it's so
Yeah.
risky. But
I had 2 6 costs out, like I had 2 over 6 out, because I was like, okay, if they have to play the reset, then it hurts me less if I have Tywin out with the +2 gold. But yeah, I think the game for me and Superduck just got decided to if milk snakes, like, do I get the stealth and win military and kneel, or do I not? Like, stealth just would have won in general. Stealth hurts a lot, but I didn't get it, so
I had the Varys, but he got dupes, and my Valor was already gone.
yeah, that's also a thing. If you don't have dupes, I mean, I had Castamere, and with a 3, if I had Castamere, I had like an 100% 3 claim intrigue challenge with a kneel afterwards, but I didn't draw Castamere. Then in both games I would have just won, but in both games also you had nightmares and milk in the exact spot where it did hurt. Yeah.
No, Superduck does play really well though. He doesn't make any mistakes.
He missed the Hollow Hill
that's
trigger.
true.
I think that was deliberate because he already had more cards in hand.
Yeah, I also think that. I also think he didn't need to.
He had 8 cards and reserves of 7, but he didn't trigger it. So yeah.
Yeah,
He
he made
discarded
one mistake.
he discarded Hightower for reserve that round, if I remember correctly.
He did.
The reason why you would do it if you have all playable cards in hand and you have only one white sword left, so whatever you put in this card will stay there, so you'd rather not do it. Because you also have to take something. Like, you cannot not take it.
You can decide not to take it. I mean, just trigger it, and
Yeah.
if there's nothing better than what you already have, then just not find anything. That works. There's no reason not to trigger it, really. So misplay.
It is a bit sad. In all of my testings, White Book was one of the easiest to defeat because I attacked with 15 in intrigue, 2 claim, and Castamere deals with everything. But
Yeah, I think
both games I lost, both games were White Book, and in both games I didn't draw Castamere, and that basically decided the game on its own.
that's so crazy because I think these clansmen are just in general any aggro. If you can trigger Castamere in first round, I feel like you don't have a chance.
Yeah, I also like. If I had it in both games, I would have won. 100%.
I don't think
Yeah,
anyone
because-
is sorry really that didn't happen better. Sorry to say, but the
Yeah,
Castamere
I
aggro.
think it's so broken. But because also in my game that I played in the last round of the Swiss, it was the same. He had treachery for Winterfell, so he can trigger Castamere, and then it all went to shit from there. And I had an alright position without that. But yeah.
Yeah, treachery was also nice. I draw the worst against both White Book decks. But I also had 38 characters in, and he played very well around my branded builder. Like, I didn't win a single challenge in that round.
Yeah,
I don't know if I should have forced the kneel and not have Moon Brothers on, like, make the army a lady and give the army an intrigue icon and just do double claim on intrigue. But it also was against Superduck. The Hightower Spy revealed nightmares, and then he drew nightmares with Old Town, and then blanked the Painted Dog. The other one that wasn't milked. But yeah, it was a very good game.
Yeah, so it looks like they're not going to post the
Publish.
results so that we can see the champion crown. But so all in all, even though we had some problems with Lenny Clansman and with Tyrell Whitebook still being strong, even after they were specifically targeted by the restricted list, I think just looking at the top here, I mean, there's we can say we saw some really interesting decks here. So we have Tyrell Assault, really the revelation of this tournament, and the King of Swiss, Lenny Alliance. Those were really interesting decks. And we saw Drowned God in the top 4. Dark Kohor, okay, not super new, but recently hasn't been a thing, so that's another surprise.
Manifest God got nerfed, so that got better. Like just attachments.
And what else do we have? So some more traditional Greyjoy Filthy, Dark Prince, Barasana.
Well, it seems like Stark needs some help, you know.
Martel Fate Militant. Poof.
That was wild.
How was that? I didn't see that deck. How did that deck play? Like, how good was it?
It had
It seemed pretty
2
good.
cards from Martel. It had the gates, and I think it had, I don't know if it had the econ. Like there were only 2 Martel cards, and the rest was just the 7 cards with the High Septon, with Sparrows, with what was the other, like basically the duped, like the dupable unique, the 7 characters. And I think I played Summer Harvest with Tyrion out into the High Septon, so I think I lost 10 gold or so in 2 rounds just from this one card. But
so no Martel cards really, so why then play Martel specifically? There has to be something, right? It's like a Dorn or something at least.
It was Nothing Burns. Yeah, it was the event that puts claim to 0. And it was the
Burning
gates.
on the Sand, yeah.
Yeah, Burning on the Sand and the gates. I think maybe Viper's Eyes, but that's I think that were the only.
You have the gates and the event. Surely you have Dorn in there somewhere, right?
Sonia watched most of the games. She never saw more than these 2 cards from Martel. Like I think it was just these 2. Like basically you don't have a lot of military icons, so you Burning Sand, the military challenge, and you don't care about the unopposed because you get power back with the power back gain was so insane. I think there was one character out and he just got 8 power with the dominance event, and like it was if you lose dominance you steal 2 power from your opponent and just Starry Sept. But yeah, I killed a lot, to be fair. I had so much claim. I think he made a mistake with once not naming Castamere. But then Tyrion would do the double claim, so I don't know if it actually mattered. Like I think Tyrion got cancelled. Like Tyrion got named with the event that I don't know the 7 event.
The Fates Decree.
Yeah, which like can't trigger anything, but like.
Yeah.
I had a very good start and I just double claimed basically every round on intrigue and power, on intrigue and military, and then there were no cards in hand, no cards on the board. Like he still stole a bit of power, but in the end it didn't matter.
So then towards the end of the top 16 we also have Stark Filthy making it and Night's Watch Crossing, so all factions represented in the top 16. Yeah,
what did the Night's Watch Crossing deck do? Like was it
pretty sure
it
was the stealth guys, right? Dive and the aggressive rangers.
Just Grand, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We lost the first 2 as well, so had to win 5 in a row to make it.
Hero with Greyjoy Filthy.
Yeah, so Night's Watch in general not that strong in this tournament. We were afraid of maybe some Night's Watch Aloof, and then everyone dropped it. So
why did no one play that? What was the feeling?
I feel like no, it was so.
That has a really good matchup versus Whitebug, I think.
Yeah, it can beat it for sure. It was doing okay a few weeks before Worlds, had a winning spree. We saw it doing well in the World Cup, and then I saw one evening 3 guys played it in the Champions of Westeros and they all lost, and I thought, okay, maybe no reason to panic just yet about this. And then no one brought it, not a single person, I think, to
Yeah,
Worlds.
that's still wild to me, but yeah.
How did Barra Summer fare, Miha? I didn't see any of your games, but like how I felt like that would have going to be a strong deck. How did it play out?
So 2 made it to top 16, Alex 10th, and I was 14th in the end. So it was playable, but I have to say I was lucky, right? I played 2 Lannisters here in round 2 and 3, and one was the aggro that just killed me immediately, and the other was the jumpy one, right, with bestow and seized for all of my locations. So there was never much of a chance. And then I got the favorable matchups that I could win. So okay, Gabriel, I won. We played that quite a few times, and we knew it could go either way, the Tyrell line. Then I got Lenny Crossing, which was a Frey based deck that had a small board and was easy to control. And then I got the Hollow Hill, which is on paper favorable and was really close. And the Greyjoy Brotherhood, which is a board that plays completely on the board and doesn't jump, and you can control that a little bit. So could have gone worse. But okay, the fact that Alex made it clearly means that it's playable. I was panicking a little bit too much before the tournament, I guess, because I thought it was going to be more stark and with the Greywind, and I guess that's just my local meta here, where Greywind just kills everything.
In the game I had against Alex, Greywind basically didn't do anything. He had either Sweet Sleep or he got removed with Red Priest, so I don't know what your...
Yeah, well...
You can't get removed with Red Priest if you put it in with the plot.
I didn't...
I mean, that's one round, you have to take it back to hand, or basically what I had to do is remove the character that had the Greywind because it was Sweet Sleep, so it went to hand before I could replay. There was another Red Priest taken away. There's also always possibility of Sin in Flame. So I think, in all honesty, Barra Summer has plenty of ways to deal with Greywind, and also we played the game with Miha where that exact thing happened, and Miha is just exaggerating when the game doesn't go his way, and he just is being a child about it.
Okay, so I don't have Sweet Slips in my deck, and basically Dennis suggested the other day, or implied that maybe instead of complaining about it, I should put counters in, and Alex did put counters in. He had Sweet Slips that deal with him a little bit better, so that's fair enough that he got past the Greywind, but I cannot really. I need a lot of luck to get past that. So
we had a game where you got around it very easily. I only had Greywind and not 2 other direwolves, and you just remove it with Sin.
Great, so I'm 1 in 5 against that, so brilliant, yeah. If there was a lot of Stark 50 in the tournament, I would just be dead. So I think, given that Stark didn't overperform here, I guess the next restricted list can, first of all, somehow get rid of Greywind by podding him with the plot maybe, and then you can ease the other restrictions.
Greywind clearly was not... If you played all of my games, you would see that Greywind is not the card that just automatically wins you the game. It's hard, it is expensive, it doesn't do anything in some games, it also gets removed in other games. So with both games that I won, with 2 games that I won at least, Greywind got removed after the first trigger and never got back into the game, so there you go.
Okay, so I promised the other day that I would now retire after this World Championship until the next restricted list, or indefinitely until the Greywind got dealt with, so we'll see if we can stick with that promise or not. I guess it's still a long time until the next one. But in any case, we'll be covering the World Cup finale. I don't think any games have been played, so they've taken a free week for Worlds, and I think next week is going to be China versus Austria, including our world champion presumably playing. I don't know if he is. I mean, they have 1,000 players that can play, so he hasn't played every round. And
China played really well this tournament. They had quite a few players in the top 16.
Yeah, I mean, they always do. Well, 2 years ago when they showed up in numbers, it was the same thing. And last year there were fewer, and some had connection problems. So I mean, they have others that didn't take part in this tournament, so it's really scary how good they are. But I mean, you get 8 games, and if you look at Austria's roster for the World Cup, I mean, that's just amazing. There's all the players are super strong, veterans of the game, and it's going to be tight. And yeah, it could go either way, and we'll get that streamed mostly. Maybe I can I grab let's see if I can get this calendar. Do we have anything scheduled? We have no, nothing in the calendar. Is that bugged, or am I just not seeing it?
No, I don't think they're scheduled yet. I can't see them. Unlike the Google Sheet, they're not. No games are scheduled yet.
Okay, so then I guess we'll keep an eye on them, and hopefully a lot of it is pushed towards the weekend, where it's quite easy to get them streamed, especially if they're close together. So that's our next project on my Twitch and YouTube channels, and yeah, we'll get that to you.
Did you catch any of my games that weren't the final? Sorry, if you want to wrap up the video. Sorry for cutting.
No. I have some other stuff to talk about actually, but no, I didn't. I played the last 16 game, and then top 8 we watched. What did we watch for top 8? Peter's game, right? We watched primarily, and then for the semi-finals, yeah, we did watch the semi-finals, right? Yeah, the Tar cohort, sure, we did. We have that in full.
Yes.
Okay. At least we'll get my deck performing well for one of the games then.
Yeah,
unfortunately, against.
I mean, the final was alright, I guess. A lot of tricks to just stop. I mean, the white book is so difficult to stop and to last the full 7 rounds. It's pretty good. But yeah, the semi-finals really impressive there. Just completely killed off any attempts. So yeah, that was good.
Okay.
I will have to go.
Okay, so we'll wrap it up anyway. So congratulations to Superduck once again for winning the Online Worlds, 15 pavilion points. And yes, just finally thanks to all of the organizers for this. And I don't know exactly who is involved. I know Denis has done a tremendous job. Hannes was involved, I think Francisco as well. So yeah, thanks for staging this. Always fun to be able to play one of these. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea to just have a grind through a day and possibly 2 days just playing back-to-back games without a rest, but it has its charm, and I personally enjoy it a lot. So thanks guys for doing that for us, and yeah, thanks everyone for watching the stream, and hopefully we'll see you again next year in the Online Worlds and in the offline tournaments as well, particularly of course the offline World Championship, which is once again going to be held at Stalek in November. And yeah, it's the national season coming up during the summer as well, so everyone invited, of course, to find nationals close to them and take part. We'll have one in Slovenia as well, September 7th I think it is, so we'll get announcements for that shortly, and hopefully we'll see some over there. And finally, thanks guys for joining me on commentary. Great to have a full party here, 6 people for the final. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks to everyone that watched it. Hope to see you in other videos as well, and have a good rest of the day.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.